All right. So again, welcome to the May Shine Your Light group-wide team meeting. So that's all the teams and consultants under Chasity Robinson and her Shine Your Light group. And I personally know we don't always do this, but we're going to open with a prayer. If you don't believe or you don't, I do, and that's what we're going to start with. Okay. So, Lord God, I just ask you to be with us tonight, Lord, and just open all our hearts and our ears and our minds to everything we're going to hear tonight, Lord. And I ask you to just be with Chastity and Chase and their family and whatever that they're dealing with tonight, Lord, or this past week, Lord. And we're just thankful that we're able to help her out and still come together tonight. Just bring us all closer together, learn something new, relight that fire in our businesses, Lord, and just help us all be successful. In your holy, most wonderful name we pray. Amen. All right. So I'm trying to keep it with how Chastity normally does it in the notes. We are sharing the product status list. If you're not checking that, at least once a week, I would say. I check it multiple times a week on things that are on back order, out of stock, that kind of thing. It's going to tell you dates or whether it's going to be determined. So just kind of keep an eye on that because things do go out of stock. Like there was a warmer that my mom wanted, and I put the order off a few days, and then that warmer's out of stock. It's the periwinkle petals. And so once it comes back, then I'll order it. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Also the May planning ahead document. Somebody graciously in the Scentsy Consultant world makes a wonderful image every single month. I've included that on here and also a link to the actual document on the workstation. So they always put that on there as well. And then we're just going to I'm going to go over the news tab, and there are some photos in the notes as well. And I don't know if they're in Shine Your Light, but I can add them on there. I know they're in my team page, Scented by Faith. So kind of a few things that are new. Obviously, the whiff box is new for May. And so it has, I don't see, let me pull up this image. Sorry, make it bigger so I can see it. So it has, we know they shared it on End of Month Live. It's like $48 in value, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. But it has a lemon, sugar, and sage Scentsy bar, Scentsy swipes in a new scent, sun-drenched cotton. That's in the new summer collection we'll talk about in a minute. Sunset cocktail Scentsy room spray, single-use samples from the summer collection, Sorrento Breeze, Sunset Cocktail, Santorini Blossoms, Sun-Drenched Cotton, and Wild Seaside. Then it also has Wild Seaside Scentsy Pods and Santorini Blossoms 3 scent circles from the summer collection. So this is like a summer in a box, the new summer collection in the whiff box. So if you want to get this brand new collection to them, the whiff box is the way to go. Okay. Like I said, it's like $48 a month. And Elizabeth, why didn't you stop me? Elizabeth wanted to talk about this. Okay. So I'm going to let her pick up on this because I
don't care.
totally missed that. Okay. Go ahead.
So, hold on. Where? I wasn't even paying attention where, I mean, he pretty much, oh my goodness, heaven on
We
earth.
talk about the summer collection.
What? Okay, there we go. Woo, figured out. Okay, so I kind of feel like if you were on End of Month Live, we're rebranding. And so I feel like they're calling it the Destination Collection. So if you've been here for some time, last year we had our summer collection. And I do feel like they're changing it up to be like the Destination Collection to kind of go with our rebranding. So don't get them confused. But those are, it is complete. You cannot get it right now, all these things, but you can get them come, what month are we in? June 1st.
I think the
Today,
early access started today.
yes, early
Oh,
access.
sorry.
You're fine. Early access of those bars did start today. However, I think you're getting, all 5. So if you get the whiff box, you have all 5 of them that you could make samples. So you don't have to buy the bars. So that saves you some money. So that is all about the destination collection. There is, I didn't put it on here, there is pictures, graphics on our workstation about the destination collection, PRV, prices, all of that. Do you want me to go ahead and go, or do you want to do cinema?
I can go ahead and do it. So
Okay.
other things that are new May 1st, the scent warmer of the month, which I put 2 pictures on there. It's the butterfly wings warmer. And y'all, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it in person, I didn't think I was going to want to keep it, but I'm keeping it. Okay. I opened it up, did a live, did in my stories and all the things the other day, and it is very pretty. Okay. And it's going to look good with some color bulbs in it too. So, and then it's, the coconut blossoms bar, which is pretty good. The scent is really good. I didn't think I would like it either, but you don't never know till you try it. And then one thing else I'll mention, and then if Vieve, if you want to say something about the curated bundles, but one last thing for the news, the Star Wars collection came back with returning bars and new warmer, the mini warmer, and then the buddy clip. And then also one more thing, the Father's Day collection. It will be, I think it's, I don't know if it says it's a little bit late. I'm trying to read this news article again, but it normally comes out in May. So just stay tuned because Father's Day is in June. So it normally comes out before. So just stay tuned to your workstation for the Father's Day collection. Okay. All right. So Vieve, you want to hit on the curated bundles real quick? You don't have to read all of it.
I can. I don't know what my Zoom has done, but it's updated and now I can't get notes to pull up, chat to pull up, nothing.
Oh,
I just got it on my phone, so
okay.
just ignore me. I've been outside working and I look awful, but we're gonna pretend like I don't. So I'm sure you've all noticed that there is now the bundles or the curated bundles that Scentsy has been offering for us. So they have one this month that would be a good one for like if somebody really doesn't know what they want, and if you're like me and you're not the best at, I don't like to guess for people. But this one is the all in the family bundle, and it has one from each category, and it's the most well, I say it's the most popular from each category, but I mean, it's aloe water and cucumber, coconut lemongrass, heirloom rose, mystery man, vanilla bean buttercream, watermelon tangerine, and welcome home. So those are the 7 bars. And then there is that's amazing warmer and 6 bar bundles, and it's got the daisy warmer and then 6 bars. Then it's got the Mercy Bouquet. I noticed a bundle like that last month, and I did not look at the scents last month, so I'm not 100% sure if it's the same scents, but this one is the aloe water dahlia, aloe water and cucumber dahlia, black raspberry vanilla dainty, and Luna buttercup bell. So it's like a different scent, but it's each flower, or each design. And then there is a spring makes me want to clean bundle, and that has the berry sweet bathroom cleaner, the ocean air and coconut water all purpose cleaner, and the squeeze the day swipes. And then there's the let me see, Amazon Rain Clean Breeze. Sorry, I was trying to see. So then you can also get the That's Amazing just the bundle. So you can get it with the warmer or just the bundle, and it's the same bars. So those are the ones that Scentsy has kind of put together for us for May. So
Thank you, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
And I really like that they do that. These bundles that they've been doing, it's taken me a while to remember that they're there, but I think there's just, it helps us not to have to think, or your customers to have to think about like, oh, what I want to, you can just recommend these bundles and it's easy. I mean, they're already put together, some great scents. Like a lot of those are our top selling scents, classic scents, and they really can't go wrong. It's not like just all these brand new scents that nobody smelled. They're good good classic scents that are in these bundles. So I don't really recommend them enough, and I need to get into doing that. All right, Elizabeth.
And to piggyback off that really quick, I put it in the chat. But last month, somebody wrote me and they were like, hey, do you have any specials for spring? I literally screenshotted, went on my phone, went to the bundles, screenshotted last month's, and sent that to her. And it just had like the scents and the descriptions. And she said, okay, great, I'll take that. It was that easy. I didn't have to think about it. Like, is it a special? No. But it's a special to her because I already had it curated. So that is one thing I also don't ever do it enough. The spring makes me want a clean bundle. I want to do something for that. So I need to figure that out. Okay, Cincy family reunion. We've talked about it, and it is, every time I think about it, I get chills. I love it. It is like a non-negotiable for me no matter what. Whether it is in person or virtual, whatever you can afford. Virtual, I believe. So hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we're on the end of month. They said, I believe we were 84. We were in the 80s percentage of occupancy. There is a limit. Most likely we will sell out. So if you do want to go, let one of your leaders know, let one of us know. And we could also, if you want to share and split a hotel, like the first year I went to SFR, I said to people I did not know. Did not know. I mean, well, I knew my upline, and that was it. But there are ways, like there's ways to save money. If you have points, I bought my flight on points. Anna bought her flight, I believe, on points. So there are ways. So if you do want to go in person, do not wait till the end of the month if possible, just because you don't know if it's going to be sold out. It is in July, so it is May. So you do have some time to save up money. As far as the virtual with products, that is now sold out. However, there are unlimited spots for the virtual, and the virtual, I believe, is in the $50s, 56, 50 something. And it is
I'm
attached.
pulling it up. Hold on. I was going to look at hold on.
And pretty much like you're gonna get access to the big announcements, all the main stage stuff. You're not gonna get access to like the smaller stuff. But I truly, if you are invested and you guys owe $52 for virtual streaming, awesome. So that is with your May paycheck. Go ahead and get registered. If you're invested and you guys are all here tonight, I highly suggest you doing that this year. There, I feel like, is going to be so many announcements with everything, with the rebranding, with all of it. I feel, oh, my husband's bringing in a tub for a vendor event. Thank you. All right. Sorry, y'all. So I really, if y'all are invested, I really, really highly suggest it. If you have any questions about it, about SFR, do not hesitate to reach out to us. We have all been multiple years, and we've done virtual because of COVID. Like, we can answer questions. The next thing is Cincy Connect. If you have not downloaded it from your app store, I highly recommend it. It is an app that Cincy built, and it is free to us. I can't imagine how much money they actually spent on this app, because they are still like they're continuously updating it. So if you are horrible at updating apps like I am, just make sure you're going in at least every other week or so to update it. They just updated it to where there's a QR code. Of course, there's a QR code. Hold on. And so you're gonna, oh, perfect. And you click on scan and connect, and you literally tell the person, here you go, and they scan it, they enter their information, and then it goes right into your workstation as a prospect. And it looks just like Anna's phone. So name, last name, email address, phone number, I believe. And so there's also a link where you could just shoot them the link as well. So this is great if you're at vendor events, if you're like giving somebody a sample, hey, scan this and send this to me. How much easier is it to just do that? Like, so much easier. So I'm super excited. I'm going to be using it at an event this weekend. And I need to do, I'm going to make up some bundle or something and put this on a piece of paper. And I'm going to say, scan, enter your information to win, blah, blah, blah. I don't have to print out pieces of paper anymore. I'm pumped. So excited. And then last thing is Cincy Connect is also sending you updates. When the news tab updates, you are getting a message. You are getting an alert. So make sure your alerts are set, because literally you will not miss anything. It is sent, and the news article is on the app. So it is, and then it also, of course, like tells you when you need to follow up with customers. If it's been like, if it was delivered, it tells you. When you need to follow up to make sure that they liked it. And then it's like, I think, a 3-month follow-up. So it's what we should already be doing. You go in there, you do it, you click that it's done, bam, it's done. So, and yes, it is a square on our bingo card to be using it. So it's a free app. If you have questions, let me know, let Anna know. We've all played around with it a little bit. So it's definitely just get in there and use it and you'll learn to love it.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And some of y'all who are always on the team meetings, y'all are probably thinking, y'all talk about this every time you talk about Cincy Connect, every time you've been talking about Cincy Family Reunion every time. And then the next thing I'm gonna talk about Cincy Sparks. Y'all mention that every time. There's a reason. And all these things, other than Family Reunion, that's an investment. But Sparks, the Connect app, your workstation, and some other things I'm gonna talk about in just a minute are all free. And Cincy is giving it to us, providing it for us for a reason. They're not doing it just to waste their time or kill their time. It is to help us be successful. Are we saying you need to go do everything? No, but just dive in a little bit at a time. And like I said, it's a free tool. All these are free tools. You just have to use it to be successful and to, help yourself in your business. So Cincy Sparks, new sessions are open. The sign in, or the sign up form, I put the link in the notes. So let's see, let me click on it and then I'll tell you what the things are. So you got engage your team, engage your new recruits, engage your customers, grow your team, increase orders, and then find new customers. So when you click on the link and you open up, you see all that, you pick your topic, then you're going to have a calendar with different dates and times, and there should be plenty of times available depending on whatever your schedule is. I recommend doing like once a month. That's what I've been doing, because I don't want to like overwhelm myself. I know there's some people who do like one a week, but I'm just trying to focus on one thing at a time. That way I can fully like try something new. But I love them. My favorite thing about them is that it's not just directors in there. It's not just leaders in there. It is essential consultants up to SSDs can be on the same training. And I love because everyone has something to offer, and then we're all learning from each other. And SSD is going to learn something from a brand new consultant who signed up. So that's my favorite thing about it. And they do recommend that you come in there with your camera on, so and to participate, because a lot of times if you don't say anything and like you don't see each other, you're not really connect enough. So I will say that. And then the next thing, if you are not following the Cincy Family Consultant Facebook page, go do it. I posted a screenshot of it in the notes and the link. They do trainings daily. They've been like doing these special challenges and stuff. And I think they're going to be doing more of that based on what they said on the end of month live with some different products and stuff. And then they have like, it's like training Thursday and something on training Tuesday, and there's something on Thursday at like the same time. And like I went back and watched a replay earlier today, and I have like a whole 2 pages of notes just from what she told us to do. And here is some information I learned from that page today. I can't remember what her name is, like Johnay or something from home office. She was talking about how customer and consumer demand is high. So people want Scentsy. This is in the fragrance business. Then they said 20 billion, that the fragrance business will be $20 billion industry within the next 5 years. That's crazy. Okay. And the home decor will be a $1 trillion business or industry in the next 5 years. So if you ever question that you're not in the right place and then you think Scensy's not going anywhere, wrong. Okay. So $20 billion industry and a $1 trillion industry. Yes, we are home decor and we are fragrance. So there's a lot I learned just from that little training that I watched in there today. So I highly recommend you follow them and keep an eye on there. I posted the May topics. They're doing increased repeat orders tomorrow. There's another one on the 13th, the 20th, and 27th. And what you do is if you sign up for those, you register for those, even if you know you're not going to be able to make it, because you can watch the replay. Okay. And that's leaders training Tuesdays, and they have other consultants do those as well. Okay. Next is, tell me in the comments if you watched Heidi and Orville and Dan on the End of Month Live last Wednesday night. If you did it, I want to know that too. Okay. I got 2, 3. Okay, so there's 10 of us on here and only 3 of us comment. So y'all let me know or raise your hand. Something. Just so I know. Okay. All right. So whether you did or you didn't, so a lot of the stuff that I may talk about is you're going to be like, what the heck? But I posted a link to their Facebook page where you can go watch the replay. It is worth it. It's not that long. I think it's like an hour and a half. But you can skip through maybe the first 30 minutes if you don't want to see the products. But highly recommend it. I love that Heidi and Orville are back. Number one, they've been back since July, but being on the End of Month Live, they are amazing humans and so smart in business. So smart. So I can't go over everything. I want you to go watch it yourself and hear it from them. But just put it on like Penny just said. She said, I watched the bits and pieces, not from start to finish. Like I was 30 minutes late from church, like to it, and they were just starting to talk about the changes and stuff that are coming. And they only like hit on a lot of stuff because they've got to still nail down some things. But we are going through a rebrand and a refresh. So basically, and I got some notes here, that's what I'm gonna read. And then I'll take questions and answers after this, and I will turn off the recording just so we stay within compliance and NDAs and all that stuff. So they're just a rebranding and refresh. And a lot of people I've seen in some places, they're like, no, we need to keep the purple. We need to keep the butterflies. We need to keep purple and green colors. I don't care what colors they use. To be honest, I mean, they're the owners. They have the business marks, and I love the company and I trust them. So I don't care if it's black and white. pink, you know, I don't care. But another thing is they're trying to market to younger generations too, the business aspect and the products. Because you'll see it's very trendy now, like just simple fonts, black and white, clear. Like, who knows? All of our clean products may go to clear bottles, because if y'all remember, like when they did the all-purpose cleaner or something, it might be in a whiff box too, and it had the clear bottle. People loved that bottle. It was a plastic clear bottle. She's showing it. People loved it. I don't know. It's just trendy right now, and they are hopping on. They're trying to keep a momentum going and catering to them. Yep, Vanessa, you can go back to our team page, and I shared it in there, but also in the notes at the top of the chat. Here, I'll share them one more time. It has, hold on, let me get there. This is to their Facebook page. This is to the notes, and I have the link to their Facebook page, so you can go back and rewatch it. Let's see, hold on. The big thing from the end of month live is we're going to be changing. It's not the consultant agreement. It's what's the word I'm looking for, Elizabeth? Standards, the Scentsy standards. Okay. So before you could do like multiple businesses, multiple direct sales. Now they are opening it up so we can do, if you wanted to do more than one direct sales, because the reason why, and this is not saying y'all go run out and do more direct sales. That's not what they're saying. It is, we're living in a generation where I think the example they gave, they were like, if somebody has a bill due on the 8th or the 10th or whatever, they don't want to, you know, they want to make that money now to go pay it. They don't want to have to wait. Or they're doing multiple, you know, incomes like DoorDash. They're working all day, then they're DoorDashing at night. You know, there are some hard workers in these generations now. So that's what they're trying to open up. They don't want to limit us, and they want us to be able to financially provide for our families and do everything we want to do and be us. And I think that's the thing that they're opening up to, is more for us. Like if you are on a weight loss journey and you take a product that helps you lose weight, before we couldn't like be a rep for that company. Like you just want to sign up to get the discount, you can. And you can share that with Scentsy now. Before you couldn't do that. It was called cross promotion or something like that. But now you're going to be able to. So they just want us to be more authentically us and make ourselves our own brand. That's really the background. It's not like they're saying, okay, hey, go try other direct sales. No, it's you have to kind of think beneath the surface of that. And I think it's just the freedom for us to be us, share things we love. That's because they don't expect us to be, you know, love everything about Scentsy, right? We have other products that we love and other brands that we love, and that's just going to be the freedom and the authenticity about us. Like Elizabeth said, she can now share her personal business of hauling horses, because horses are her. When I think about horses, I think about Elizabeth, and I'm sure customers, you know, do too. And now she can share that, you know, all together and not have to worry about that. And I think that is so awesome. So I think a lot of people are just thinking, oh, I can go sign up and do whatever else. But I will caution you, if you ever thought about doing something else, just remember, like another direct sales, I'll say, you can't give both 100%. Something's going to lack. Like if you signed up to go do Avon or whatever, you can't give them both 100%. So something's going to lack, right? So just keep that in mind. But just the fact of, like, I've seen some other consultants already sign up because they use nails. They purchase nails, but then they signed up to get the discount. So, okay, let's see. That clause that you get. Yeah, so you have to look into what you're doing. Like Vanessa said, talking about other companies may have that clause. Yep. So you have to look at their standards too. But I'm so glad Scentsy is opening this up to be able to have, like, we can have multiple streams of income to be able to provide for our families. Okay. So and then they're going to be working on things as far as inventory. Because usually we're not required to keep stock. and or take pictures, like to show, okay, we have like 5 of this bar, 3 of these warmers, and that kind of thing. Because we can't just show, because not every consultant has that. They're trying to keep it even across the field. So they're going to be loosening up their reins a little bit on that. So we can share party setups and that kind of thing. So stay tuned for all the details on that. Oh, and let me back up about those direct sales. Let Cincy know if you do that. And they're not saying that's not to control you. They just want to be able to protect you. So like somebody mentioned in the comments, they were nervous about somebody would turn them in. So now if you let Cincy know, hey, I signed up to do in this nail company as a rep, but only for the discount, they're like, okay, cool. So then when Judy Sue calls compliance or emails compliance and is like, hey, I seen so-and-so selling nails or whatever, they're gonna be like, okay, thanks. We know, so that they're to protect you. I'm just reading the comments. Yes, I love that, Lydia. Yes, Heidi and Orville. Orville has the brains and Heidi has the heart. Yes, he is so business minded and she is they're just amazing. Yes. Yes, love that. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else I could say. Oh, and then also working on it, more to come, but potentially weekly pay. Okay, potentially weekly pay. It will be optional. So you could still do the regular monthly, but then there's the option to get weekly pay. And how it would work, you would just get paid off your sales, your personal sales for the week, and you would still get paid off of any bonuses or team monthly. Okay. So that is pretty cool as well. I actually think that will help some people push themselves. If they choose weekly, they're like, okay, well, I need this much at the end of the week or at the beginning of the week or whatever. So they know they have to sell XYZ amount of PRV to make whatever they need to make. So I'm kind of excited about that. I don't know what I will do, but I kind of like it monthly because I can budget a little bit better. But stay tuned for more information on that. So Elizabeth, did I miss anything, or Vieve?
No, I
About-
think that was it. I think just the biggest thing is really, like Anna said, like really, like, yes, they have opened it up to doing other direct sales or whatever, but I think like I would definitely do some maybe for a discount, but just pray about it. You definitely can't pour everything, you can't do everything and be good at it. So just because they're opening it up, think about it. So
And I thought about it. I think, or it was like I think it was on Thursday night shift. If you don't watch Thursday night shift, I recommend that too. I normally watch it on Friday mornings after the fact when I'm getting ready for work, but I think Melissa Gratz is the one who said it. I could be wrong. I think it's just the idea, because I think if you think about a lot of times people, when you have rules and you have restrictions and you're like, okay, I can't wait to be able to do that, or you kind of want to do it. It's like a kid, you tell them not to do something, they're going to want to do it, but once you tell them they can, they might not, but you just have that freedom. It's there. I hope that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me. So we have the freedom and the opportunity to do it, but I bet you not as many who complained about having that restriction will go and do it. It's just, it's there, but you don't have to do it. So I don't know if that makes sense, and Elizabeth shared the Thursday night shift Facebook page in the chat. All right. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to kind of end the recording and then we'll do a Q&A. Okay. So I'll just kind of end it by saying thank you for joining us, and have a good night. So let me stop the recording.